Howdy, boos and ghouls! Welcome to Storytime Online. Penelope the Dragon and I are all dressed up and ready for Halloween. And I've picked out some very spooky stories for us to read.
Psst. I'm going to try my best to scare Penelope.
Shh. Let's get to it. What do you think of our costumes? They're pretty neat, huh? Can you tell what my costume is? Yep, I'm a jack-o'-lantern. What's Penelope dressed up as? Yep, she's a witch. What are you going to be for Halloween? Wow, that's so wonderful. Well, in the spirit of Halloween, I thought we'd read a little something from Dragon's Halloween called The Deep Dark Woods, written and illustrated by Dav Pilkey. Sounds pretty spooky. Let's read it. The moon was full, the sky was dark, and the stomach was empty. Dragon was very hungry. He walked home through the spooky forest, thinking of good things to eat. Softly, the wind began to blow.
Woo! 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 Woo!
That was a scary sound. The wet leaves beneath Dragon's feet went squish, 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 squish. That was a scarier sound. When Dragon got farther into the forest, he heard the scariest sound of all. Grrr! Grrr!
Growl!
For a moment, everything was silent. Then suddenly, grrr!
Grrr! Growl!
What could that awful noise be? Cried Dragon.
Grrr! Grrr! Growl!
The growling got louder and louder.
Grrr! Grrr! Growl!
Finally, Dragon jumped in the air.
Help me!
He screamed.
It's a monster!
High up in the treetops, a light flicked on. What's going on down there? Shouted a sleepy-eyed squirrel.
I hear a monster growling,
cried Dragon. That's no monster, yelled the squirrel. That's your stomach. Now go home and get something to eat before you wake up the whole forest, cried the angry squirrel. Dragon held his stomach. It rumbled and growled. He felt very silly. All at once, the forest was dark again. But now, Dragon was too hungry to be afraid. He ran and ran all the way home. When Dragon got home, he cooked up a giant Halloween feast. He made pumpkin pies, pumpkin soup, pumpkin bread, pumpkin pizzas, and pumpkin ice cream sundaes. Then Dragon ate and ate and ate, until he was as round as a pumpkin. The end. Wasn't that a spooky story? Were you spooked, Penelope? Oh, you thought it was funny. Maybe this story might scare you. It's called The Magic Castle, and it's by Annie Mouse. Huh? Oh. Oh. Bless you. So Penelope just informed me that this book is not by Annie Mouse, but by Anonymous, which means we don't know the name of the person who wrote it. Maybe it was written by a ghost. Wouldn't that be scary? Let's read it. Once upon a time, in a secluded village, a woman and her dog embarked on their usual evening stroll through the forest. One night, they wandered off the familiar path into an unknown part of the woods. From a distance, she noticed the aged remains of a stone wall adorned with something green. As she drew nearer, she discerned a message etched in a ghastly, glowing green slime. Do not go to the magic castle at midnight. Rumors of a magic castle in the forest were common, with villagers recounting terrifying tales of its haunted nature. The woman's curiosity was piqued. She wondered what secrets the castle held, and why such a warning existed. Her inquisitiveness won out, and she resolved to visit the castle that very night. Just before midnight, she arrived at a clearing to find the magic castle before her. It appeared ancient, uninhabited, and crumbling. Even from outside, the stench of decaying wood and mold permeated the air. Another message in the same slimy green letters was inscribed on the door. Do not enter. She reached out and touched the front door, which groaned open with an ominous creak. Inside the hallway, a painting of a gruesome red skull lay on the floor. Beside it, in glowing green letters, was the message, Do not go one step further. Overwhelmed by curiosity, the woman ignored the warning and continued deeper into the castle. She soon came to a staircase leading to the next level. On the bottom step, another warning, written in the identical green, slimy script, declared, Do not go up these stairs. Naturally, the woman disregarded the warning and ascended the creaky wooden stairs. At the top, she faced a large oak door with yet another warning. Do not open this door. Very slowly and gently, she pushed the door open, revealing a dark room. Unable to see anything at first, her eyes gradually adjusted to the darkness, revealing a large wooden coffin in the center of the room, emanating a greenish glow. Another slimy sign rested against it on the floor. Do not open this coffin. Having come so far, the woman pondered what could be inside. Slowly, she pushed the heavy lid of the coffin aside. Filled with a mix of excitement and dread, she peered inside and discovered a vibrant assortment of Halloween candies. The end. How was that for a scary story? Really? It didn't scare you? Well, how about this? Boo! No? Nothing? Well, how about a song then? Okay, clap along to the beat with me.
Have you seen the pumpkin man, the pumpkin man, the pumpkin man? Have you seen the pumpkin man who lives in the pumpkin patch? Have you seen the old black cat, the old black cat, the old black cat? Have you seen the old black cat who lives in the barn? Have you seen the big black bat, the big black bat, the big black bat? Have you seen the big black bat who lives in the cold dark cave? Yes, we've seen all these things, all these things, all these things. Yes, we've seen all these things, and we saw them on Halloween. Boo!
Ha-ha! I got her! Wait, Penelope! Come back! Did you know this book has more spooky stories in it? Check it out from your local library this Halloween.
If you dare.
Then discover 13 creepy things in this other book called On Halloween Night, written by Farida Wolf and Dolores Kozielski. See what happens when it snows on Halloween with Snowmen at Halloween. Written by Carolyn M. Buhner and illustrated by Mark Buhner. Here's a silly little pumpkin rhyme we can do together. Hold up one hand and follow along with me, okay? 5 little pumpkins sitting on a gate. First one said, "It's getting late." Second one said, "There's witches in the air." Third one said, "We don't care." Fourth one said, "Let's run, let's run." Fifth one said, "It's Halloween fun." But whoosh went the wind, and out went the light, and 5 little pumpkins rolled out of sight. Thanks for hanging out with us on Storytime Online. We hope you all have a very safe and happy Halloween. Please take a moment to like this video. It really helps us out a lot. And if you're new here, subscribe to our channel for more library videos and storytime fun. Happy Halloween! Until next time.
See you later, alligator, out in the wild, crocodile. Give a hug, ladybug, blow a kiss, jellyfish. See you soon, sweet baboon, out the door, dinosaur. Take care, polar bear, blow him goodbye, butterfly, goodbye.